trouble. Lead feed, and here's Marner to work. Drops it off. Thornton in, scores! Joe Thornton has his first as a Maple Leaf.
Now you think the town of St. Thomas is celebrating. You can tell the players on the ice how much they appreciate what this means. His first goal as a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's a long stretch pass that makes this possible. I talked earlier about the D activating on a turnover. Well, how about this? Behind the D goes Marner, and Marner with the drop pass. You don't necessarily think of Joe as the shooter, as great a player as he's been throughout his career. It's the passer that you think of for Joe Thornton. This time, Murray maybe looks him off. Yeah, that's a great visual there by Joe.
Into the slot, Spezza just sent it wide of the goal with Joe Thornton at the back post, and now it's the Winnipeg product. Brooks sending it in wide. Wraparound scores! Joe Thornton with the long reach, and he has tied it as Thornton bumps a long slump, and this one is going to stay Joe Thornton's goal, the oldest player ever to score in Maple Leaf history.
And what a reach there from behind, but this all started with winning the draw, and look at the cycle going on from side to side. The D have been really active pinching in here, but the quick reaction of Thornton to get there and not allow Hellebuck to get back to the other side.
Now Thornton's going to take over with a half minute left in the second power play of the night for Toronto. Drops it off, Kerfoot on the move, Spezza, Thornton scores! Joe Thornton on the redirect, and he has his first of the series.
Well, if you're talking about reactions, the team favorite there in Thornton getting a huge goal. I mentioned a non-call. Watch the effort here, turning around as falling down. Byron looking for a call, doesn't get it. Change goes on, and speed through the neutral zone. Drop pass, little outlet, and how about that play by Jason Spezza? The two old players connecting in such a big fashion as Kerfoot makes the first outlet pass. Thornton goes, and instead of going by the net, just stops on the side and able to redirect that one past Price.
Hard at the net. Sheldon Keefe said last night he thinks it's just a matter of time, and you get that same sense watching a few of these shifts in the first period by that line. Here's Marner, Muzzin, slap pass, scores! Thornton with the redirect, and it's 2-0 Leafs.
Well, on the heels of that Matthews goal, you can see that's a shift with purpose, and it's following up a good shift by the Tavares line, and that's what good teams do. You follow it up with, okay, those guys had the offensive zone time, now we're going to come out and make something happen. Marner with the good patience and that high tip. Muzzin even took something off that. Look at the reaction of Thornton. He knows that Muzzin's got not only Thornton there, but look at behind as you got Matthews on that side. Tierney goes away, Muzzin with his head up the whole time, and how about that deft little tip past the leg of Murray.
By Vesey, over the head of Mike Riley, swings back to pick it up. Up ahead to Tierney, drops it back to Riley. Centering pass was blocked there by Matthews. In comes Austin Matthews. A centering pass, great chance in front. Score! Joe Thornton knocked it in. And Joe Thornton taps it home to make it 4-1 Toronto.
That's been quite a return for Thornton. He gets a bounce here as this puck rattles off him and past Marcus Högberg. Matthews jumps to the loose puck, and that's a crisp feed across. Thornton actually loses the puck off the pad of Högberg, and then it bounces off his foot, I believe.
Morgan Riley back in his own zone. Now up ahead, that's Thornton at the line, open net, and Joe Thornton scores. Goal number 425 for Thornton. And it's 5-1 Toronto.
And you know, he keeps his 5-game point streak going as well. So both he and Spezza keep it rolling along. But it's the big save here coming across by Campbell. Look at the lateral movement, able to get a piece of it. Dermott with the outlet pass. And how many times has Joe done this in his career?
Dermott for Thornton. Ahead to Marner. Moves in on Chabot and Zub. Mitch Marner winds in. Thornton a centering pass. Matthews scores! Austin Matthews on the feed from Joe Thornton. Welcome back, and it's 1-0 Toronto.
Goal 12 for Matthews. The only game he had no points this season was the second game of the year, that 5-3 loss to Ottawa. The Senators are going to get trapped 3-on-2 here. And Zubin, Shabbat back in off the line. Zubin in particular gives all kinds of room